welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I want to do something a bit more editorial, something a bit different, maybe a little bit grungy, but I'm not sure how it's going to go yet. I've kind of got an idea in my head. I'm going to see how it goes, but that's kind of the theme of today's look. So if you're interested, then please keep on watching. So I'm going to start off by using my 100% Pure mattifying primer. Just taking a couple of pumps and focusing this right on the kind of T-zone area. And then I'm just going to let that soak in for about 90 seconds and I'll go in with my base. Okay, for base I'm going to go in my Hint Beauty concealer and I'm going to take a sponge just to apply it. I don't want to go too heavy with my skin today, so I'm just going to do a relatively light-ish layer of this. On the areas where I do need a little bit more coverage, so on like blemishes and stuff, I'm just going to go in with the concealer brush and apply that, and then I will go in with the sponge again just to make sure it is nice and blended out. Then going in with the Editorial Liquid Light Serum Highlighter in Nova, just to give my skin a nice glow. So I'm going to pop some in the back of my hand and then just use a sponge just to go ahead and apply it to the skin. Okay, so I'm still going to keep it quite light with the bronzer and blusher. So I'm actually going to go in my Editorial Pure mineral blusher in Maracaibo. It's been a while since I've used this, and I'm going to take it on a Real Techniques Duo Fiber brush because it will pick up a little bit less product, because I don't want to go too heavy with this, and it will glide over the kind of cream products quite nicely as well. Just give my skin a gentle warmth. I don't want anything too heavy, as I mentioned. And for blusher, I'm going to go in with the Coralista blusher from Lily Lolo. Again, just picking up a relatively small amount and just doing a little bit of a dusting on the cheeks. Okay, so I went ahead and filled in my brow. I also prepped and primed my eyes with my Lily Lolo eye primer. So I'm going to move on to the eye portion. Now, first of all, I'm actually going to go with my Lily Lolo black eyeliner. I'm going for a bit more of an editorial based look, I think. So I'm going to take the black pencil. I'm actually first of all going to start drawing it in this inner portion here to begin with. I'm not going to go above the crease, I'm going to kind of follow my natural lid shape. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it onto the outer portion and kind of create a wing. And again, kind of hitting where my crease is. Like that, and then I'm going to keep the middle part bare for now. I'm going to do a bit of blending in a second, but I'm going to do the exact same on the other eye. So I've got something like this to begin with. I'm then actually going to take a pencil brush next. So I've got one just here. This is actually from Iconic London. What I'm going to start to do is start to smudge out slightly. I don't want to go too overboard, but just to slightly soften the edges and to bring it a little bit more into the middle portion, but I still want to leave a gap. I may go back in with eye primer to kind of help with that negative space area if I bring it too far over. Now the outer portion, I still want to keep kind of that structure going, but I'm just going to soften the edges slightly. I'm going to bring it a bit further up as well. Pencil goes a long way, so I definitely needed to put a lot less on because I pretty much almost covered the entire space. So I'm going to have to go and bit concealer or something to get that negative space back. And I did just neaten up the wing portion just to kind of make them even and slightly neater. So what I'm going to do now is, like I said, go in probably with the eye primer, a little brush. So yeah, eye primer, it doesn't matter which side, just use a mixture of both. And because it's not as thick as a concealer, I shouldn't accidentally put too much down. It should hopefully help to diffuse colour out. I'm probably going to clean off the brush so I don't get black in my primer. Just gradually build this up. I don't mind if there's like a joining bit in the kind of crease area, I quite like that, but this centre bit I wanted to be a bit more blank. I mean, I am going to put in something there, but I wanted that negative space in underneath. Now the thing I wanted to put in the negative space was my Rowan Disco Eye. I just thought it might be something quite cool and give that kind of more, and also give the editorial glossy look to it. So I'm going to take some of this. I just like to use my finger because I think the warmth of the finger really helps with this product. And because I've had the primer down, that's going to help with the tackiness as well. I don't want to go, I'm going to go very lightly and just pat very gently so I don't move too much of the black around into the primer again. I'm actually going to take some of that Rowan on the brush, and the brush I used for the eye primer, just to pop a little bit in this inner corner here. I'm going to load up my lashes with the Lily Lolo Big Lash. I feel like it needs a lot of volume on the upper lashes to go with this look. Okay, then to finish off is lips. So I'm actually just going to go in with the lip gloss, the Lily Lolo Whisper Lip Gloss, just for a bit of a nude lip. And that is this look complete. Like I said, I wanted to go for something a bit more editorial for today's look. I just really fancy doing the kind of negative space in the middle and just popping that Disco Eye product in the centre. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave any requests for future videos down below, and I'll see you in my next video.